You can't answer me because you're not here yet. But it's good to see you. Pleased you could make it. I'm gonna try and increase the size of my little doodle up here, and I'm gonna switch sides with it. And I think the camera, we're gonna swap it. Oh, hi. Hi. Who's that? Let's see here. I want a video. I want to flip it. I need to flip it horizontally, which is strange. Apparently that's not a thing. Configure video. Camera control. I have no fucking idea how this thing works. Cancel that. That seems fine. All this stuff seems largely fine. Except for... I don't see a way to flip it. Am I fucking, like, stupid? Or I? Well, maybe there's a filter. Apply LUT. I don't know what that is. Image mask, crop gain, blue, 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 blue. Bluey, blue, blue, blue. Expander, limiter, compressor, image mask, blend, crop pad gain. Scaling? Aspect ratio, maybe? I guess? Point, yeah, it's just resolution seems fine. Undistort center. Visual presets. Oh. What? That's actually kind of cool. I mean, it doesn't look good, but it's kind of neat. Oh, that's a trip. Action movie. You ready for some action? Ooh, inverted. Oh, God, that looks. Man, that'd make a cool wizard. Just kidding. Dramatic. Dramatis persona. What's flashback? Okay. It's kind of cool. Grayscale. Always classic. None. Alright, let's shoot, man. I gotta say, I don't know how to flip this damn thing. Maybe if I go in here, and I go here. That's the webcam. This got all screwed up, didn't it? Yeah, I have no idea. Nope, that just changes me back to here. I don't know. Well, if anybody knows how to flip, how to like flip like a mirror, 'cause I think you can flip vertically, and I'll be confusingly upside down. Here we go. Oh yeah, that got weird. Yeah, that's not the toy I wanted to play with. Yeah, I don't know how to fucking flip it reverse. Like, flip it like a mirror. That's pretty lame. Oh well. I guess it'll just have to look like I'm looking away from the center of the stage from this side, I guess. Just how things are going to be. I want to do some drawing today. I just want to do some sketching and some stuff. So we got a couple of blog posts coming up that I want to do some cool art for. Oh, hello, Kelsey McCauley. Thank you so much for the follow. And thanks for joining the community. Like, thanks so much for downloading the module. I saw you got some stuff the other day. I hope it is working for you. And yeah, I hope you like our content. If there's anything, feedback, we take it. Like, even if you're like, oh, this is garbage, I'd love to hear it. Just because we're trying to improve it. So that's how we do it. Try to be humble and accept critical feedback gracefully. Part of the watcher DM move. But God, yeah, I'm just kind of okay. So we're just diving right in with a weird face here. I think I'm gonna first of all, this eraser brush is bugging the snot out of me. Not my favorite brush. I gotta say, I'm probably really limiting myself here. Um, I kind of always use the Dave Greco like main brush. I just can't seem to get off of it. I think it's just such a good brush. It's so quality for everything. But there's definitely times when I shouldn't be using it, and I do because I'm such a wimp when it comes to brushes. I don't tend to dive too hard into playing with brushes. I really should. Let's see here. So let's look at some Let's look at some blog posts and see what we got on the docket. GM. Oh, I can go to my Notion too. I gotta say, I give a lot of praise to Mike Shea from Sly Flourish, and fucking worth it, man. His recommendation to use Notion for organizing projects is killer diller. Super super good. Um, I think I need to maybe kick these lights up here. Can we get regular lighting in here? Be cool. A little dramatic, but it's fine. So, some of this stuff we were okay. So blog posts, I got a couple coming up here. So building better baddies is a really cool. It's the part two to Gabe Hadley's article about how to make the villain the villain turncoat the turncoat villain. And this is represented as like an NPC that the PCs trust and rely on, who reveals themselves later to be a real jerk. Lies to their faces like a big bold liar, I think, as Gabe Hadley put it so eloquently. Um, so yeah. Uh, let's see here. Oh yeah, actually, you know what? I think I already have the art sorted for this. This one's ready to go out, so I'm not gonna mess with that one. Ooh, I know the one I want to do. Goblin variants. So we're working on a Goblinology blog post that Austin wrote up. It is fantastic. Um, it's really good. Actually, let me read. Let me see what the word count is on it. It's pretty short. We might want to add some stuff to it. I think we got some. I think we got some stuff we can add to it. But goblins are always fun to draw. So, and he's got a really cool goblin name generator here. That's pretty sweet. Milk snot, or milk rot, or nose face. Like, those are all great goblin names. So yeah, let's doodle us a little goblin here. Let's get a little. So here's your little goblin head, your little neck thing. Actually, I need some. One of the things that I struggle with a lot when I'm doing these. I guess it doesn't really matter for like a little concept art. It's probably fine if it's just kind of doesn't have to have a lot of action, although it certainly doesn't hurt when it does. In fact, yeah, this is all good here. All right, I'm gonna try this again. So we get our little head. Neck. Here. Little body. Big head, little body. Big eyes, no fish. Wait a minute. Guess the important thing here is to figure out where the hands are. So we're gonna have our hands up here. What? Come like that. I think probably got a little bit. A little bit too much height going on this piece here. That a bit. Yeah, that seems legit. Select, deselect, and go ahead and just clear up some of this line work here because it's not going to be super important later. And kind of get these starting to look like they're, oops, don't fucking do that. Get these little goblin knees a working. Those goblin knees. Okay, and then let's get some. Bonk. Here. And okay. Kind of got a little. You almost look like you've hung out with a goblin once, my dude. Met a goblin at a cafe one time. One thing led to another. Okay. And then goblins. I always feel like goblins kind of get some pretty normy looking ears. I'd really like to see like a goblin with like maybe like droopy dog ears, you know? Kind of Ren level, like huge eyes. Okay. And maybe not eyes. Maybe these are goggles. Maybe get some. Yeah, I think that's about right. Get a lot more shape and gesture out of it. We're starting with there. That's good. Looks good. Is it okay, stat? You know? Switch over to my multi-stream just in case. In case shit. Gotta say, it's been a pretty exciting week at Watcher DM. We have so much stuff cooking. It just kind of blows my mind. I'm so very fortunate to have the attention of some artists who just continue to blow my mind with their deliveries. She's one of my favorite artists that I've worked with, and really one of my favorite artists online, kind of at all, is Jeremy Adams. I did the Moon Elves cover, Moon Elves Masquerade, and getting to work with him is just such a treat. Kind of from first principles, like great communicator, super professional artist, really nice dude, super creative, great work. But had this cool experience this week where he was already drawing something. He's already, had like a thumbs put together for his Patreon. Which, by the way, if you want to go join a Patreon, go join Jeremy Adams. Fantastic creator, amazing artist. And he posted the thumbs and asked his patrons, like, hey, you know, like, which one of these should I take to completion? And one of them just happened to be, um, I say just happened to be, one of them was a is a elephant graveyard kind of thing. So like a really really fucking cool um elephant skull. Oh god, this looks wonky as fuck. No, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. Let's just leave it swapped and see if we can work it from here. All right. So Nikki Gobbly. Some, let's give him some crazy hair headdress stuff. I think these little doggo ears are working against us at this point. And this face angle looks screwy as hell. Anyway, so I saw this awesome artwork and I was like, oh shit, like we are literally working right now on an adventure module that's based in the savannah. Like, I need that. And he was like, great. So yeah, we set it up and he finished the piece today, like super, super fast. And it looks so good. And I was just like, man, like what a like I have a day job, right? I work a day job. It's fine. Like everybody's got one, right? So you get to do your thing. But like, what a cool fucking hobby job that I have that I get to like, like say like reach out to an amazing artist like that and say, oh yeah, I'll take that. Like, let's take that one to the limit and have that work out for both of us. So he gets to kind of work on something that he already finds enjoyable and already has inspiration for, and that I can make use of in a commercial product is super super awesome. I've been doing a lot of research lately into NFTs. This looks stupid. His fingers kind of thumped. I think this needs to be more like. So NFTs are like this cryptocurrency kind of thing, where as an artist you can mint a non fungible token for your artwork, and it's a little butt. Maybe not. um. Anyway, so these NFT tokens, apparently they're pretty valuable. Like for an artist, it's pretty good stuff. Um, had a few artists tell me that it's kind of become a staple of their income, that they're able to make these and kind of maintain royalties in perpetuity on their artwork. Man, that is so cool. So I'm wondering how many of my artists are doing that, and I don't think it's as many as it could be. Like it's so I'm gonna try and work out something where we can set them up. If you do art for Watcher DM, we'll go through some footwork and make sure you've got an easy path to NFT it, and then make sure it's owned by you. You can sell it yourself. You can make that money in perpetuity for it. Um, okay, I think here we're gonna do like yeah, this probably doesn't go. This just goes. No, I don't know. Yeah, maybe it does. Maybe a little bit like that. That's a little skirt. And then toga looking thing. Let's try something else. Let's try something else. One of the things I've been doing a lot lately is this kind of vertical line trick, where we just basically create a symmetry. Then I just do some drawing around that symmetry just to create interesting shapes. I just love them. So cool. I got a little splitter with my finger. It sucks. It sucks. All right. I am gonna try here and put on a little bit of music because I kind of want to listen to some jams while I work. So radio stations here, I think. God. Fuck yeah. Okay, I gotta see if this is even a thing. That's probably not gonna work. It's probably, yeah, honestly. Back here. Let's change this. This. That's good for me. And then this. Switch it over to this. Cool. All right. So now we can do some more drawing. So I'm gonna get rid of some of this salt. Ooh. Ooh. Wait a minute. Maybe get rid of this symmetry here for a second. I kind of want to. Cool. Interesting. Nothing too solid yet, but we'll get there. Tell me what I should draw. Why don't you, chat, hit me with the draws. Hit me with something to draw. I guess I could just, I can always just doodle out some classic fucking. Too big. Big. Mouth shapes are like a challenge for me. I just have the worst sense of mouth shape. You know what I mean? Mouth shape is hard for me. Nose shape is also not my strong suit. This looks like garbage. Delete it. And this fucking thing on my pinky is really kind of wrecking my day. Hmm. I kind of want to. I want to try on some of this. How do you deform head around something like really large, like a set of fucking massive horns on a tiefling or something? That doesn't look right. Hmm. That's kind of what I was trying to get. It's like this kind of structural, where some of the structural stuff happens in this. It's almost starting to get there. This looks fucking stupid right here. This is just wrong. That's a little bit better. That kind of reads a bit. Alright, and then the critical component here that I'm kind of trying to figure out is like, so there's, okay, so let's just talk about like normal painting stuff for a second. So like this is my, put this on another layer here. So that's going to be my shadow color. This is going to be one side of my midtone. And then it's going to be one of my high tones, which I think is the same color as my background basically. So that's probably not going to work. I'll probably have to do this instead. And then we'll do like a really nice, really high tone here for this, for the other side. So the idea here is that like this side here is going to get this kind of bright. Right. That. And then this side here is going to get the more like that. This red one. Slap some. We'll get down into the nope. Probably get away with doing this one a little bit like that. Darker. Your stuff. Might bring it down a notch. Get back into my really dark stuff here and do up some decent, half decent ears. I don't know. Oh, the ears are way too fucking high. Ultimately, it just doesn't look right. Yeah, it's wonky. Okay. Oh, you know what else I just fucking did? God damn it. I do this all the time. hate it when I do that. It's so annoying. Alright, I'm gonna grab my palette here. I'm gonna cut it. I'll paste it as a new layer. Then we can actually, I can hide it. That's probably the thing I should be doing. It's just like hiding it when I'm using it. Again, maybe not. It's kind of nice to have around. There. Oops. Oh, right, the thing I was supposed to do originally. So I think I'm gonna grab this, merge it down, so I can get that. I grab this ear here, and I think even this ear on this side here. I'm just gonna grab them, and we're just gonna try moving them down until we kind of see something that looks about right. I think actually probably looks probably about as close as I'm gonna get with this if I use it as is. I'm actually thinking here maybe we just can them, start over with that, get rid of the erroneous part of the drawing and kind of go back. Let's see here. Oops. So this comes back in like this. Need some more interesting shapes to it. Hello! Thanks for coming checking it out. I think this feels too bulky over there, and not really lined up with this over here. So we're gonna just kind of redo some of this. Yeah, that seems about right. Then I guess here and here are where I should be expecting the ear stuff to be. Okay. This doesn't really work too well with her, I don't think.
Remember all the happy times we had?
Do you remember all the happy times we had before I met you?
Very much alike.
You know, one of my favorite things about the tieflings that they represent in the critical role universe, they all have these really cool like end cap on their horns. It's beautiful, bejeweled end caps. They look really cool. Yeah, you can just imagine some cool loop of jewelry going across to some really cool ear cuff thing. Probably a couple up here and like a little
Alright,
piece there.
I'll tell you the truth.
Bloop 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 doo doo doo. Blue go. I can do that all the time. And I never use the pen tool. I've never actually used it. It's so funny. It's always the tool you use the least that's like, oh god, well that a good thing that was there. Otherwise I would have been on the right tool the whole time. Loaded. Fucking trollolol. Okay. So this is looking decent. Not great. Pretty decent. Do a flip. Make sure we're looking. This eye looks wonky. This eye looks wonky too. Let's be fair. Do some work on them. Get rid of this all together real quick. Kind of work out the eyes. Separate of the rest of the critter here. Just get these. God damn. Oh, god damn. Spent a little time this weekend with this super cool chick I had met before, Alicia, and she has these really fucking cool dreads. I just love to be able to draw some dreads like that. It's such a challenge. I like the idea of like Tiefling having these amazing, like, just beautiful fucking long ass dreadlocks. Pretty cool. That's a pretty cool idea. I like it a lot. And then I think if I go zoom in here a bit, bring down my brush size a little bit, kind of do some little detail work in here. Try this again. Oh, you know what I'm doing here wrong? I know what I'm doing here wrong. That's probably more important than you knowing what I did wrong. Probably by definition, so. a couple of wrong things going on here in this painting, but what? Just kidding. We were looking if she had like a.
I don't know what y'all think, but I think that's pretty.
Yeah. It's pretty good. Pretty decent. Alright, cool. Well, that is a decent little start there. Just gonna go ahead and hide it, put it away, move on to the next thing. Don't hang too long on something. Just think also gonna grab this color and we're gonna bring it down a few shades. And we're gonna add that to add this motherfucker to the palette there, so we got a nice palette.
You guys are so good at that.
And then I think, let's try some still real quick. Interesting. Huh. Ooh, that's pretty cool. God, still life painting is such a trip, man. Like, who has so many skulls lying around? Like, why is this a thing? All right. Let's see.
That's kind of crap. I want to do that again.
Let's see.
Let's bring that beat back.
Alright, do let's. You're the one controlling the music, my dude. I'm not gonna lie, this bores the shit out of me. I can't do it. I gotta fucking do something else. We gotta try something else. I cannot sit there and just try and draw. I mean, I can, and I have to, and I will. But for right now, I feel like fucking drawing something fun. I don't want to do a still life. This is part of my problem, though, is I have super bad discipline when it comes to artistic process. I'm just like... I'm so stuck on shortcuts that I tend not to get really deep into any one specific thing. Oh, hi. Oops. Oopsie. Oh, you know what I haven't here? I'm gonna turn off that music for a minute, and while I got a couple people in chat here, I figure I should probably do some of that good old sweet D&D Q&A. Because I had some pretty fun times this last couple of days on the old internet. Let's see here. Yeah. Oh, well, okay. So usually how I do this is I go to my activity feed, activity log, and I look for places where I have done any kind of commenting in the last couple of days. Yeah, here we go. Oh, come on. Give me the rest of it. God damn it. Let's see, that's August 20th, I think was Friday. Oh yeah, this one was super good. All right, let me see here. Yeah, there were some really good questions Friday. This was so fun. You are a wizard. Got it. That's a good indicator. Yeah, somebody posted something about like never wanting to charge for D&D. I was like, why? Do you not value your time? Like, if you have the time and skill, and somebody has the money, and they want your time and skill, seems kind of absurd not to accept that as just a reality. It's a little weird. Interesting. Interesting. Um. So, yeah. I'm so sorry. I'm kind of slackalacking. I had a party last night, and yeah, I'm still a little run down from it. But it's okay. We're gonna be fine. I got a couple question answer things here we're gonna throw out. Probably do a little more drawing, and then call this thing a night. Cool. So, Coulter Wilson asked at 4:01 p.m. on the 20th, which is like fucking Friday, in Dungeon Master Resource. I'll be running an underwater encounter with a homebrew sea hag in a sunken ship location. Any suggestions I should know going into this, or tips/tricks to make it even better? Party is 8 level 5s. 8. It's a lot. Nice. So, my response to this was water is basically verticality. Use it and make something really good at using it. So if you have it so that your party is in water, it's usually a good idea to take advantage of the verticality and kind of throw it at them. Like make something really good at being able to use that to its advantage. Haunting the party during the encounter is a lot of fun. This is something I don't see a lot of DMs doing, but it's a super cool effect to have some ghosts or something that can possess or haunt the party, right? During a boss fight. It's not the boss. They still got to deal with the boss. All of a sudden, one of the party members is like, "Oh shit, I'm on the wrong side." Like it can really change the dynamic of a fight. Be a lot of fun. The last trick is like basically understanding your main character's gimmick. So, what is your Sea Hag's gimmick, right? You got to choose a recognizable character flaw that she wears on her sleeve, and the more you lean into that, the more real it's gonna feel. So, yeah, I got to spread a little love there. It was pretty fun. Even Ivan Colazo, in D&D Monsters and More, posted on August 20th at 7:46 p.m. All right, guys, 2 of my players screwed up. A trio of fairies asked for their names and they gave them up. What kind of consequences should they face for doing so? I've already decided they can no longer speak what was once their name, but what else can I do? And yeah, I was like, scandalous rumors about the party abound, especially amongst children. The party finds missing person posters with their names on them. Suddenly, everyone starts calling them by other names, unable to remember or even hear their real names. Basically, ruined names, lost names, and stolen names. So these are your fairy names: ruin, lost, and stolen. Get to name your fairies after the. I don't know. I just like fucking tying that shit together. I think it's funny. Tie it up a little bow. Make a show out of it. It's a good time. Good times had by all. All right. And last question here. Joe the Goose Ragusa. That's a fucking moniker. The Goose. Where's my wormwood? Where's my goose? Weird question, I suppose, but for people who run homebrew, how do you install gods in your campaign? I've never really gotten psyched up on the idea of multiple gods, but my players were inquiring, and I had to be honest and say I hadn't really thought about it. Do you just use standard gods from whatever game system you're using, or do you write your own? If you write your own, what's your process? This is a great question. It's a fantastic question. There's basically I have kind of 2 answers. It's like the 2 extremes, and then usually the sliding scale somewhere between. But it depends a lot on how fast I want the players to get it, right? Like if I say Zeus or Hades, or like if my players have a cultural knowledge and I can leverage that to get them a couple chapters in, as it were, right? They use shorthand to kind of get most of the meaning across. Then I think that's fine, right? If the gods aren't too deep involved in the story, and I really just need a pastiche of a god, grabbing from existing mythology and literally saying things like, yeah, Rakkar is a thunder god, basically like Thor, but he's a bit of a philanderer. I don't know, like pick a thing, right? Like whatever is going to make it unique, if that's important to you. If it's not super important to you, but your players are going to have interactions with those gods, and they want those to feel fleshed out, it's pretty much okay to just kind of give it like a couple of character traits, like personality flaws and ideals and stuff, and just let it be that kind of, enjoy the act of getting to pretend to be a god for a little while. The interesting thing about gods is they know they're powerful, right? So that's one of the things about them that makes them compelling storytelling elements, is that they kind of act like they're gods, right? So if it's quick and the gods are not super involved, I'll just grab a culture I want to emulate and use its pantheon with some variety thrown in. Brushstrokes, divine vignette. If the gods play a larger role in the story, I usually really flesh out 3 or so gods who are at the heart of the conflict. Basically, like they're the ones we're really telling the story about. And the player characters are kind of caught up in the story that they're telling, and should be, having their own kind of opinions and interactions with it. And then I'll do brushstrokes for like another 5 or so gods who kind of support the antics of those core 3 gods. Basically, it's just like building an NPC, except it's super powerful and it knows it. So, yeah, pretty fun. Good times building a god. So, yeah, that was kind of my, those were some of the questions out there on the interweebs lately. We also did some pretty cool posts on, so you may not know, we are probably almost done with it, but Watcher DM has a sale this weekend. It's not even just a sale. We are giving away the Doom Desert and the Decanter of Delirium again. So when we first released this module, this is one of our very first modules, the Doom Desert, we released it back in May, or late April, early May. And it's a beautiful module. It's a beautiful book. It's really well put together. I'm very proud of it still. I think it's one of our better. It's obviously one of our better modules. I think it's really, really good. But after 30 days, so what I do when I release the modules, I put them up for 30 days at 0 price, and that way people who join the mailing list or want to pick it up from the website can get it. Really, the goal is to get visibility and get people using the content and enjoying it. And then after that, I roll it off and put it onto, I'll put it on the store. We'll have like a, $5.99 for a 7,000 word, with lots of art, or like $3.99 for the kind of smaller modules. And so this has been on there for a while. When we first pushed out the promo for it, it went out to probably 15 people. I think that's literally how big our mailing list was at the time, was just like this 15 people. And since then, we'd had, I think, probably 30 or so people download it separately, just kind of on the site. And a couple here and there, like beyond that. But so I think we had a total audience for this module of like 45 people. And of course, that was a couple months ago. And we haven't really done anything with it since then. But we have, we released the Roll20 module. So there's a Roll20 VTT board for it. It's actually some of my favorite work. Very, very proud of it. And so I was like, shit, yeah, we need to get this in the hands of more people, so that if people do want to run this and they want the VTT, there's an option for it. But if they don't know it's there, they're not going to know that if they want the VTT or not. So we sent out the mailer again. It got into a lot more hands this time. We put it down to 0 for the weekend, and kind of promoted it on some sites. And I gotta say, Sunday is not the day to be doing promotions for anything. This is not not good, historically good, web traffic day. for content creators, but we're fucking great. Like I'm super happy with the results this weekend. Better than I really could have imagined. Uh, and I owe a lot of that, I think, to Reddit. So anyone from the Reddit community who's come around to check us out and give us a boost and just hang out with us, check out what we're doing. I appreciate you. It means a lot. Really appreciate those upvotes on our content and just the conversation. I get some of my best questions. The best questions I think come from Reddit. People asking like, "Hey, what's the level cap for this? Like, what does this look like for a level?" Like, "Oh shit, yeah, we should have put that in the post. Good call." Or somebody was just telling me flat out like, "Hey, it looks interesting. What is a Roll20 board? Like, how do I use that?" Like I'm new to Roll20, and so just kind of breaking down what comes with it and stuff like that. I think it kind of highlights the fact that I'm really going to need to put some time into recording some YouTube videos to just do like a really nice instructional video of how to use the Roll20 board for the module, and that's going to be a lot of fun. I think I'm actually really looking forward to that. As much as I am not a YouTube personality and I have a hard time with the idea of being a YouTube personality, I think at some level, it still is pretty cool. Pretty cool. All right, let's draw one last thing. What I'm gonna do here. This fly on my screen is driving me bananas. B-I-N-A-N-A-S. This shit is bananas. B-I-N-A-N-A-S. Yeah, I think that's central. That's pretty cool. I love how just a little bit of, doesn't take much. All of a sudden you kind of get a lot of things can feel like they are very deep without a ton of work. It never ceases to amaze me how much just the eyes do and the mind does, right? Crazy. All right. Well, that's it for tonight. It's 10 o'clock. I'm gonna go to bed. Thanks so much for joining us. Don't forget to check us out on watcherdm.com. Also, you can find us on all of our socials. Follow us on Instagram for fresh new art. WatcherDM on Instagram. Also, yeah, I Twitch stream probably, I don't know, a couple times a week. We will have the Divisible Man dropping this week. Exciting stuff. Art by Lurk Loves You. Go check out at Lurk Loves You on Instagram. It's amazing. You're welcome. Also, more extraordinary art from Lady Lorley, and of course yours truly. I've got a couple pieces in there, and some work from Jake Hogan, a psychedelic artist from San Francisco that I know. Very, very cool artist. Very interesting stuff. I love the colors. Very beautiful. So yeah, looking forward to dropping that this weekend, or this coming week. Should go out Wednesday. We're gonna have a couple more blog posts this week. So yeah, stay tuned and keep on that mailbox. Join the mailing list if you haven't already. I love you so